Autumn is in full swing in Germany, and with it comes mushroom season. There are so many edible mushroom species across the country, and with a little research and patience, you can fairly easily find them all. The ones we're looking for today are widely distributed all across Europe, North America, and even Far East Asia. So if you're watching, there is a good chance you could find these exact same mushrooms on your own. As a disclaimer, it is so important to do your own research beforehand on all mushroom foraging. There are a lot of toxic mushrooms out there. You don't want to get sick. A lot of them need to be prepared a certain way. So just be responsible and also make sure to forage responsibly, always leaving some mushrooms behind to repopulate.
Those are so cool.
We came to the forest today to do a little bit of mushroom foraging. It's the perfect time of year, and Ellie actually grew up in Germany harvesting mushrooms in these very forests.
I know 2 species for sure that are edible. There's a lot more, but these 2 I just always know that they're safe to eat.
We haven't done any pre-scouting, but we already have seen so many mushrooms. I've seen so many white ones that I keep pointing out, but they're not the right ones. They're brown, the ones we are looking for. And there are also a whole bunch of what I think are amanitas.
Okay, amanita of my dreams.
So I think even if we don't find edible mushrooms today, we will find a lot, but I really, really hope that we find the ones that Ellie grew up eating.
So today with us, we have our mushroom specialist.
She's sniffing them out right now.
Pause up.
You want to go find mushrooms?
Our guide went deeper in, so we have to follow, and I already found a little toad. Good signs, you guys, good signs. Follow me.
You can tell that it's it because when you touch it, it turns gray.
And usually you put this part back into the soil so it regrows.
We just found our first patch of edible mushrooms. As we were walking through the forest, we were seeing so many, but none of them were the edible kind. I turned to Ellie and asked her if she remembered where she found them growing up. Right as I stumbled into this patch of fir trees, she looked it up and saw that you mostly find them in needle forests. They have this spongy bottom, they feel kind of sticky, and if you touch the sponge underneath the mushroom, you can see that it turns gray, which is just so interesting. And honestly, because of how sticky they are, I'm like, are these gonna taste good? But Ellie assures me they're gonna be really good, so we're just gonna keep collecting, and this forest is huge, so we're just gonna collect a few from here, a few from a different spot, a few from another, because it's so important that you leave the population behind so that they can regrow.
You guys, this is so crazy. Look at this. And then it immediately turns blue-gray.
Why does it turn blue? It's like a chemical response.
I guess.
This one's so big. Ellie told me that if you're worried that it might be too old, you can cut it in half for a really nice cross section. And we can see that there's no holes or anything in this one, so it's actually really good to eat. But since it is older, I think we're gonna cut away all of the spongy layer just to make sure that everything is good and delicious and most importantly not toxic.
This one isn't as good anymore because you can see that it's been
tampered with.
Yeah.
And it's now kind of discolored and doesn't look that nice.
And you can see here that there was like insects or little worms and stuff in it.
We all know that the best ideas don't always happen in an office. They happen out here when the world quiets down and your thoughts finally have some space to breathe. These here are the V-AIM Rec Dot earbuds. Outside of professional tuning and powerful 11mm speakers that make for really impressive and balanced sound quality, these allow you to start recording anything with the touch of a button. A face-to-face conversation, a phone call, or even a voice note. No app, no interruptions, just you and your thoughts captured effortlessly. It also has real-time transcription and translation in up to 16 languages. Every word is processed, edited, and organized by VAIM AI, turning audio into clear, usable information. When you're done, it can automatically generate to-do lists and summary notes, streamlining your workflow.
These are the best quality headphones I've ever had, and I'm definitely using them every day.
Elli has had these for a few months now, and I feel a little envious and kind of want to get my own pairs. So thank you so much for VAIM for sponsoring this video.
Do you like them, Eliza, or do you love them?
It's a mushroom village.
Once you begin really looking for mushrooms, you can't stop seeing them everywhere. The act of foraging quickly sharpens your perception, improves your focus, and is such a calming, mindful way to connect deeply with the natural world. Aside from the delicious edible additions we're searching for, some mushroom species can even stimulate nerve growth and protect against neurodegenerative diseases, and others can help prevent cognitive decline. That said, there is still so much research out there to discover the vast and seemingly unending benefits that mushrooms can provide.
I found the Steinpilz. They're really pretty. So far we only found the other one. Are you ready?
What? What is the bottom?
When I cut it off, it turned blue immediately, and it also is red. So I wasn't quite sure because that's not really how I remember Steinpilze to look like. And so I looked it up, and it seems to be a look-alike, but that's why it's really important to check, even though you know your species, to make sure that it's an edible one. They look really similar though, but then they don't. So still in the hunt.
This is a true Steinpilz. You can see that bulbous base definitely is not getting red. We finally found one.
The thing about Steinpilz is once you find one of them, you found a huge grove of them. And we see more over there already.
It seems like lookalikes like that mushroom are a big reason people are so deterred from mushroom foraging, but you can find so much information online these days that can help you distinguish inedible and edible versions. While we had a really strong intuition that it wasn't the correct mushroom as soon as Elli cut into it, a really quick Google search also confirmed our intuition. All of the edible mushrooms I've ever felt brave enough to forage have really distinct characteristics that you really can't mess up. And so starting with the beginner-friendly versions is a great way to get into mushroom foraging if you've been interested. We just found a patch of slippery jacks, which are edible. They're characterized by this super slimy top coat, but you have to peel off the entire slimy top coating before you can eat them. A lot of people like them because supposedly they're very buttery in texture, but I think that we might be leaving these behind. It's kind of cool though. We've been looking for these mushrooms for probably 2.5 hours here. We got very spoiled at the first place that we went to. A lot of the areas have a bunch of grass in the understory, and so we just haven't found as many. But the good thing is we really don't want to collect that many mushrooms today, because even though these mushrooms are edible, both of us haven't tried them before, and we're going to see how they sit with our stomach before we collect a lot. Hopefully with good luck and a good recipe. This will just be the first foraging mission of many, and we are looking for our 10th mushroom to finish off the day, so hopefully we find one here. While we have been mushroom foraging for 2 hours, Eliza has gone well and truly feral. What do you have to say for yourself? You completely ruined your sweater and your collar. I'm glad you had fun though, Eliza. Okay, you guys, I think I just found our 10th and final mushroom. We have to see that it's not slippery jack, because I am not convinced quite yet. It's actually really cute. It's perfect to finish the day. Oh, this has been so much fun. There's something so primal about going out and foraging for mushrooms, remembering our ancestors, you know?
So cute. This one's perfect.
We are back and cozy at home, and it is time to cook up these mushrooms. With the older one, we're going to take off all of the bottom spongy layer and even the outer skin of some of the areas, including on the stem, because Ellie just told me, you know, if the stem is looking even slightly discolored, you might not want to eat it. And then with the smaller ones, we can just pop them in as is. We're going to give everything a pretty good wipe down with paper towels, but
You shouldn't use water because then it soaks full of water and it loses the flavor.
I'm so excited. I think we're gonna make a pasta recipe this time, and we're just gonna cook everything down really, really well, because again, we're gonna see how these sit with our stomach before we go on a mushroom foraging frenzy. But we're both really hoping that they sit well, because we found so many more mushrooms than we collected. This is all we have, but there are so many mushrooms in the forest right now. You could just be foraging for hours and hours. We did notice that there's been other people in the forest in certain areas that we went to, and they've definitely harvested some of the mushrooms. It's kind of nice to know that the community where we live is also enjoying them too. I just wanted to show you guys my absolutely perfect mushroom right here. I don't think it gets better than this. I don't think I've ever talked about this on the channel, but the last time I collected mushrooms in the forest, it was chicken of the woods, and I was so excited about it. That's a really famous mushroom for those of you who don't know. And I definitely made sure that it was chicken of the woods. It was not a lookalike. It was correctly identified. And so Ellie and I cooked them up. We had them in a salad, right? We made like a chicken Caesar salad, but with mushrooms. Ellie was completely fine, but I got really sick, and it was not a very nice night for me. So I, ever since then, have felt really reserved on foraging for any mushrooms, even though I knew that those mushrooms were correctly identified. So it's almost a full year later that I'll be trying these mushrooms out, and I just really hope it goes well this time. This is a different species that I've never had before, and hopefully by cooking them down a lot in a pasta sauce, if there is anything weird going on, I'll be fine. I did a lot of research after I got sick, and it turns out that sometimes, even if you can't see it by the naked eye, bacteria can get into even edible mushrooms and make you sick. And so I think that's what happened that time. So I'm just really hoping that with these fresh mushrooms, that doesn't happen again. We have a lot that is not gonna make it for us. We are being extra cautious, so maybe we could have used more, but this is our first try. And this is the pile that we are cooking with, and everything looks really nice. I think to start, we're gonna saute these with a little bit of butter and garlic and salt, just so that we can taste them, and then we will make our pasta recipe. Can you see it? Is it focusing? Okay, you guys, we are going to try our foraged bay bolets.
I think they're really yummy.
Okay, I'm trying a second one. That one's so much better.
Steinpilze. It's really good.
That one had more of like a nice bite to it. The first one that I had was a little bit almost slimy. Like I felt like I was eating like escargot. But also, we're not going to eat them plain like this. We're going to put them in the pasta sauce, but it's fun to try them as is.
I would definitely eat them plain if they
Like
were
on bread or toast.
Just the one that we had just now.
Yeah, that one was good.
Yeah, so good.
Can you imagine if you could just go to the forest and you pick one up and it tastes like that already? I think we both agree that the taste of the Steinpilz is better than Marron, the one with the skinnier stems. It has a little bit more of a bite to it, and I like the texture. And yeah, the other one kind of reminded me of eating snails. So that'll taste better in the pasta sauce, I think. Alright, you guys. Our pasta sauce has been simmering for a while, and we are at the moment of truth. Okay, are you ready?
Yeah.
I'm so hungry.
Me too.
I'm ravenous.
I feel like I've been waiting for this for 4 hours.
I feel like I've been waiting for this my entire life. Gotta make sure you get some mushroom on the bite.
Where am I?
This is going to be messy. Cheers.
That is so good. Pasta al mushroom.
Pasta alla pilz.
Alla steinapilz.
I think, I don't know what it is in Italian, and French is champignon. That's so fun. What a cool thing.
Yeah.
Goodbye.
Are you ready for an adventure? Yeah.
Oh, it's the elixir of life. Leaves. Drop. Drop.
She's upset because we didn't let her step on the mushrooms.
She really is.
Drop. Drop. Drop.
Why do I keep clapping? Why do we keep clapping? My friends gather around, so you know the drill. Follow Eliza.
Ready to do her TED Talk any minute now.
Oh.
Whoa! You like those ones?
You found?
Nope.
Oh.
Action.
Mushroom hunters.